Hello, folks. I don't know if you saw the Oscars on Sunday, but it reminded me a lot of Canada. It's a perfect example of how eager we all are to capitulate to anyone who bitches and moans and complains. In 1970, what was his name? Pierre Villeneuve. The FLQ blew up a building. The Front de Libération du Québec was looking for separatism. They hated the English, and they blew up a building, and they killed a man, a security guard, I believe. And I'm not trivializing his death, but it was just one dude that changed the course of Canada's future forever. Montreal was permanently changed. All the English left. Everyone in the country had to become bilingual after that. The FLQ said, I think they said, we are the niggers of Canada. And, oh no, you said that bad word? Okay, what can we give you? So they kept trying to help the French. And now, you know, you're in Vancouver, you're on a flight, and everything has to be bilingual because one Frenchman did a terrorist act. And we saw this with the Oscars. One actress, Jada Pinkett, said the Oscars were racist. So we got Chris Rock out there dressed like a 1940s waiter saying, we're black instead of we're back. And this is the White People's Choice Awards. And he's kind of shucking and jiving, to be honest. I find his demeanor a little, ha-ha, a lot of racial shit this year. It's a little unnerving. Us anti-racists get uncomfortable around that kind of behavior. And the entire awards show was just black joke after white joke after Black History Month devoted to Jack Black. And it was embarrassing. It was tacky and boring, but it was also embarrassing that we're all so determined to appease the FLQ of Hollywood, which is Jada Pinkett. She wasn't even being logical. Her husband did a terrible movie that said football sucks in a country that worships football. He did a terrible African accent. Sorry you didn't get an award, lady. And then everyone goes, oh, really? Is it racist? Even though the head of the Academy is a black woman. Is it racist? Are we doing it wrong? Tell us what to do. Let's apologize to the entire award ceremony. Russell Simmons said he's going to do his own award ceremony. I think he got scooped. Last night's awards were basically the BET Awards. It should have been called the Sorry Awards. And by the way, the premise that blacks are not getting awards is wrong. Has anyone looked it up? We're going to have to go full screen on this. As you can see in this graph, blacks represent about 14% of the population. I don't think any people, most Americans don't even know this. They assume it's closer to 50, maybe 35. Sorry, it's 14. Now, look at the awards. Oscar awards. That looks a lot more like 19 to me. It's definitely more than 14. It's definitely more than the top bar. So, they take this ridiculous premise and then go off the rails about how horrible white people are and how we need to fix this problem. Even, what's her name, Cheryl Boone, whatever her name is, the black woman who runs the show, gets up and starts saying, we're going to fix it, we're sorry. I'm not sorry. We didn't do anything wrong. And I've listed all the examples here of all the left-wing stuff. Of course, we got tons of climate change and rape is bad and blah, blah, blah. The whole festival is a big social justice warrior apology convention. But the black thing was just tedious. And it makes you see the whole awards show. You're watching The Revenant through civil rights glasses. All of a sudden, you're wondering why Malcolm X wasn't riding one of the horses. And, of course, Leo DiCaprio makes The Revenant about Indigenous peoples and craps on Canada for some reason. If anything, Canada's too nice to Indians. Look, about every year I do this thing with my kids. It's called Kids Day, and they can do whatever they want. It's their rules. It's Lord of the Flies. You want to kill Piggy with the conch shell? Go ahead, brain him with the rocks. They eat candy all day. They have candy cereal for dinner. They get sick. They puke. They watch, not whatever movies they want, obviously. There are some parameters, but they watch movies till around 1 a.m. and then fall asleep on the floor in their pants. They don't even put on their pajamas. They don't brush their teeth. The next day is a write-off. They feel sick, they're exhausted from the night before, and I have to pick up the pieces and show them how stupid it is when I let them handle the show. Canada let the whiners, they let the babies run the show. Hollywood is now letting the whiners run the show. It's Kids Day in Hollywood, and it doesn't work. Inevitably, we end up cleaning up the mess that they make.